My thoughts, Paulie Pitchfork, on ASU as I jump the bandwagon? Thanks for asking, Wolf. Maybe you'll stifle yourself long enough on your own show
Yeah.
with your own name on it for me to give an opinion or two around here.
Yeah.
Well, perspective from someone who's old enough to have covered ASU
The Basin doesn't care, Paul.
when they went to the 1996 Rose Bowl with Jake Plummer and Pat Tillman.
Oh. And that was good.
In fact, I'll say this once again. Thanks for asking. You know what's missing from this whole ASU equation right now?
Yeah.
Pasadena. The prospect of Pasadena.
Okay.
To me, college
Are you
football.
going to let it go, Paul?
College football is about the traditions.
Yeah.
It is about the history and the legacy. And if you're a West Coast school, if you've been in the Pac-8, the Pac-10, the Pac-12, what are you playing for? The pinnacle is Pasadena and the Rose Bowl. And to me, it would be better, a little bit,
Yeah.
if you were looking at the possibility of going to the Rose Bowl instead of out to the Big 12 championship
Paulie,
game
what are you doing?
and the Cowboys
Why are you
Stadium
putting
and-
yourself through this right now?
Just saying.
You're just
I'm
beating
just saying.
yourself up. Why not just have a sumo wrestler come up and kick you right in the cradle, Paul? Why not just do that? And you're just going to start talking about, oh my goodness, the conference that is no longer in existence. I know it's hard. It does shock you from time to time when you realize it's gone, but my goodness, let it go. It's over. And don't say, nothing is over. Don't say it, okay?
Well, let Kenny Dillingham, he'll say what he would have said to someone if they'd said in August, you'd win 10 games.
I would have said, I don't know. I don't know if anybody would have asked me that question, to be honest. Like, I don't think that's a real question because I don't think one person would have ever asked it. So I have no clue what I would have said to that question. If somebody would have said 7, I would have said, man, we would have played. Like we won some close games, right? But these guys are special. These guys, we never focused on the outside noise. We never focused on everybody saying we're good now. We've never focused on when people said we were bad. We didn't let all that stuff blind us from what we believe we can accomplish. And that's unique that you get a group of 18 to 22-year-olds, 60 guys that are new, and they're wired in a way where all they want to do is get better and compete and be the best version of themselves. And that's not normal. And people should really embrace this season because, like I said earlier, I don't know if I'll ever have in my career here a season where we go over expectations like this. I hope I never do because it means that we were somewhere we regressed as a program. This should be the biggest, wins over projection that we ever have in this program for hopefully as long as I'm here.
Okay, so what would be the best follow-up question you could ever ask at that point in time? Paul, you're a proud member of the media. What would be the best question you could ask at this point in time where you had a guy say, you know what, somebody would have said that. Nobody would have asked the question if we were going to win 10 games.
So you're saying if somebody really would have in August said, oh, geez, Coach, you're going to win 10 games this year. What do you think about that? And
yes.
My response would have been, somebody take his car keys. Obviously, He shouldn't be behind the wheel.
No, exactly. But think about this. There had to be a point in which Kenny Dillingham and his staff knew, you know what, we could do this. What was that? And where, at what point of the season did they say, you know what, hey, look, hey,
I'll answer that one.
Okay, Paulie, you got a game
about
in mind?
a month into the season, when you saw Sam Levitt get more accurate, improve his anticipation, hit receivers in stride so there were yards after catch, when you saw him calm down a little bit in the pocket, be more of a throw first, run second type quarterback. At least for me, when I saw him evolve and improve and calm down and start beating teams with his arm and his eyes instead of relying so much on his legs in September, that's when I started to believe, okay, this can be a complete offense, hence a complete team.
Yeah, for me, Paulie, it was definitely Kansas State at Kansas State. I thought, listen, the fact that they were playing so well at that point in time, I think they had won 7 games, as a matter of fact. That was their 8th game, actually. as a matter of fact. But I thought that was the game that made me believe this team has got what it takes to go on the road against Kansas State, who is a good team, especially when it comes to stopping the run. That was the one thing Kansas State could do better than anyone else. As a matter of fact, a top 10 school in terms of stopping the run. The Sun Devils went out there and whipped them on their field. And that, to me, made me think, man, this team is special. Now, for Kenny Dillingham, I'll guarantee you that moment happened well before that. Now, was it the Kansas game? What was it, Utah? I don't know. But I'll guarantee you, for Kenny Dillingham, that moment where he believed, hey, we got something special here, it happened well before Kansas State.
All right, let's ask the players. Here's Xavier Alford, DB, after the game, and someone said, geez, what would you have said if we said ASU is going to win 10 games?
I would have said, damn right.
That's, I mean, we knew coming out of the summer, you know.
Like, literally, like,
whole season.
you know, everybody sees this, but they don't see the hard work that we put in, you know, the uncomfortable conversations that we had, you know, with each other. You know, y'all know how hot it is in AZ. Like, imagine running, getting ready for the season, you know, a whole bunch, 150 guys screaming at each other, you know, trying to win, like, actually trying to get better. And that's the thing about this team. Everybody on this team cares, from coaches all the way down to players, training staff. Everybody cares. Like, everybody cares about each other. Everybody cares about winning. We don't care, you know, about what the outside world says about us, you know. We know what the work we put in, you know. And then Saturdays, you know, that's our day to, you know, come out and show the world, so.
Yeah.
Just the fact that Colorado was not in the Big 12 championship game, that Coach Prime will not be in prime time, I think is gratifying in a way. Not that you ever want to take joy or solace in someone losing, but when USA Today over the weekend has this big screaming headline on their website and the college football page, and in big block letters, bold font, it says, and I quote, I'm looking at it right here, why Deion Sanders, Colorado, got left out of the Big 12 championship game after a four-way tie. And then in a micro subheadline, it says, Arizona State and Iowa State will play for the Big 12 title game.
Arizona Sports. Breaking news.
What?
Blow Paulie's face off.
About to get off on a rant over here.
So, really quickly, guys, our own Damon Allred, he is our ASU reporter. He's out at Kenny Dillingham's press conference right now, and Kenny Dillingham just announced that Arizona State star Jordan Tyson is out indefinitely and will miss the Big 12 title game.
Okay. There it is.
Not a shocker. We were bracing ourselves for that.
Yep.
Talked to Brock Heward about that. There is no replacing Jordan Tyson, not on this roster, not after he went for $8.43 and had a couple of ridiculous grabs, NFL caliber catches and NFL caliber talent. So
yes,
that's going to be a challenge.
That is going to be a challenge, but still, the good news is for ASU, of course, Iowa State, number 96 in rushing yards per game allowed. Okay? Once again, I'm just saying, this has been a pattern. It is a pattern. It certainly was against the Wildcats. It certainly was in the Territorial Cup, where you had a defense that was struggling to stop the run, and they got their face blown off by ASU running the football. Isn't that right, Cam Scatabo? Yes, it is. And I like to say it, Scatabo. Scary, Scatabo, if you know what I mean, Polly. But you get my point right now. Hey, you know what? They're not good at stopping the run right here, Iowa State, and ASU can take advantage of that.
You know, I was getting off on a pretty good rant there on Deion and Colorado and the inordinate media coverage, and then all of a sudden,
breaking news, Paul.
All of a sudden, breaking news just comes in at that moment.
Yes.
I mean, fishy around here. Really? You sure you guys just weren't on board with my rant and tried to nip it in the bud?
Yeah, no, we tried to nip it in the bud, Paul.
Thanks for watching Wolf and Luke. Tap to see more and click the button in the middle to subscribe to Arizona Sports.